Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Prescott on first down. He's going to float that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, over here, over here. Cut. 380. 95, 95. Gun.
Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Now he'll go deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the red zone now, Prescott. Being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they're able to get a little bit of yardage.
David Irving continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 42 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are. So it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch. And now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st down, both sides. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gold.
Come on, let's go. Run it.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Prescott from the gun on third. And he's going to go down again. Now Zaire Jones in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle makes their way back out here, Charles, let's take a little deeper dive as they go into the offseason, what they need to do. They led the NFL in rushing yards. You talked about it. They ran the football well. Where do they need to improve? Maybe
a little less stubbornness in establishing the run at times, because Chris Carson, their lead back, didn't get started against Dallas. Mike Davis couldn't add a whole lot. Rashad Penny, who was a rookie, he didn't add a whole lot in that one as well. Sometimes you have to let Russell Wilson be the guy and let him throw it around.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. Baldwin's first catch going to be good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. To throw is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go right in. Got it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking deep in the direction. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Right, left, right.
Throwing again. Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
19.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by Penning. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46, 46. 26. Here we go, 46. Done. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
Final play of the half. Prescott running one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And out now come the Seahawks. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Run it. 18.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had their lone TD earlier, and now he's got a 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. He's going to fire one deep. Middle, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Gotta go.
They begin with a run by Penny. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here you go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 26.
Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shamar Stephen forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here you go. Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Cut. 280.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Fighting to stay upright. Flushed out, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Tempo.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
play time, guys. Let's go. Front left, front left. You got 4. Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
They'll go with Process. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
Now Rashad Penny. And some space here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Four down. Gotta go.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. A good pickup there. 26 yards. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Block it, the return. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Hey, over here, over here. Gun, gun, gun.
Penny, a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Zebra.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now it's Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Hey. 4 down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. First down, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there on third down. 61 yards.
46.
Prescott on first down. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
46. Good. There you go.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. Oh, and now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Cooper was the intended target. Wilson wants to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
14. 12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett from 8 yards out. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.